Kemet and Extraterrestrials. Let's talk about it. I have 3 questions. Did black people build the pyramids in Kemet? Did aliens build the pyramids in Kemet? And lastly, are black people aliens? See, the reason I'm going to speak on this because there's a brother by the name of Young Pharaoh Allah. And he's been getting a lot of flack from people that are saying that he's teaching we're from outer space and that giant aliens built the pyramids. Also, I was watching Sonetta TV and I seen Tariq Nasheed on there, and he said that the History Channel would rather say aliens built the pyramids instead of black people. But my thing is that are they interchanging black people with aliens, or are they interchanging the look of the aliens? Because I feel that the History Channel is taking non-black aliens and saying they're the ones that built the pyramids rather than the black folks who are indeed aliens. We are not from Earth. We are not from Kemet. We are here now via Kemet. Kemet is one of the places we landed. Sumeria is one of the places we landed. Atlantis is one of the places we landed. Yucatan, Bimini, the Bermuda Triangle. These are places we landed, but we're not from here. Now you got a lot of teachers out there that are fence straddling because they haven't ran into somebody like me that would pin them to the wall. Because they will say that young Pharaoh is wrong for teaching about aliens and from teaching about creatures from outer space. But if you wait a little while and let them teach down the line, they'll big up the Dogons. And where are the Dogons from? Where do the Dogons say they're from? Now my thing is, you're putting bullshit in the game. You're fake if you're willing to say me and young Pharaoh is crazy, but you won't say that the Maasai warrior and the Dogons and many of the other African tribes that clearly state they are from another planet are crazy. Also, you would have to deny all of the teachings of Kemet. In case you don't know, where is Asar, aka Osiris? Where is Osiris from? According to your Medunetta and your teachings out of Kemet, where is Osiris from? Where is Tahuti, okay, aka Thoth? Where is he from? So a lot of people that are fake in the game teaching Kemetic information, saying it is, it's not really what it say it is. It's a symbolic. That's like bullshit. One reason we got so many people saying that the teachings of Kemetic is symbolic and the gods are symbolic because we got a whole lot of meat-eating earthlings within this so-called conscious community. These people ain't on no higher level. You got some fool that say we not from outer space and putting that on his computer, and his computer is only working from beams coming from outer space. His cell phone is only working from outer space. All your shit is working from outer space, including the sunlight you getting. The sunlight you getting that grow your food, that brightens the day. Ra, the Atan. I got a special message for all you Kemetic people. The sun ain't from Earth. So what's going on is we are taking aliens and making them other than black, and then we're competing against the aliens. We're taking stories from Kemet. People that call themselves masters on Kemet deny the actual stories from Kemet and say all of that stuff is just symbolism. On one hand, they'll tell you the Medunetta has been deciphered, but then when you read it, read the Medunetta according to what they say is deciphered, and it says Osiris or Asur came to the planet and brought grapes, they'll turn around and say that's symbolism. Look at Haru. Haru got wings. What's the purpose of Haru being depicted as a bird that can fly? We not from here. We are not from Earth. We landed in Kemet. We landed in Atlantis. We landed in Samaria. We landed in Mu. We landed all over this planet. We're not from here. And neither is that your cell phone that's ringing. That you ain't getting that from here. Your television that you watching all these cable shows, you're not getting that from Earth. The sun that lights up the day, that grows your food, that makes it possible for you to even live on this planet. Guess what? Special message to all you fake bootleg Kemetic people, earthlings, meat-eating earthlings, losers. I got a special message for you. The sun ain't from Earth. The sun is not from Earth. I know you wish it was. You got people saying, oh, I don't want to hear no outer space hocus pocus. That's because you're a dumbass. Hello, special message, news break. You're in outer space already. You're in outer space. Where the fuck you think you at? Take your ass outside tomorrow night and look your dumb ass up in the sky. Fool, you out in outer space. You're in outer space right now. You're flying through space. You are flying through space right now. And I blame meat. I blame meat. We got a bunch of pill-popping, Babylonian, meat-eating, Kemetic, and Pan-African teachers, and they earthbound losers, and they teaching earthbound idiotic nonsense. To the point where you'll have a squad that will laugh at somebody say we're from outer space and turn around and say we come from monkeys. Boy, I'm telling you, man, one step forward, two steps backwards. We never would have thought in the 80s that we would get to 2016 and Kemetic people would be some stupid ass earthlings that don't know what the fuck they talking about. And on the real. So, I be seeing Tariq Nasheed, he be saying bootleg, fake ass Hotep motherfuckers. And I don't be liking that. I wish I would stop saying that because you're disrespecting Amenhotep and you're disrespecting Imhotep. Okay? So it ain't really cool to disrespect Imhotep and all the other great pharaohs and people that had Hotep at the end of their name just because you're trying to disrespect some new people. But at the same time, I understand what they're saying because when we started this Kemetic order again in the United States, we wasn't no bootleg motherfuckers like a lot of these Kemetic people are now. They fake and fraudulent. They trying to turn Kemet into some red, black, and green earthling shit. We ain't no red, black, and green earthling shit. We cosmic. We galactic. Okay, we universal and we international. We are not no earthlings. You can forget that. We ain't from no motherfucking Africa. Africa was one of the last places we had, but that ain't where we from. We ain't from Africa. We went to Africa and developed Africa. When black people, when we left Atlantis, when Atlantis sunk and the survivors got to Africa, Africa was all animals. It wasn't no people hardly there. Africa was like a wildlife sanctuary. Real talk. But you got these dumbass people that actually believe that in Kemet, they just built giant ass statues because they just want to build a big giant ass motherfucking statue. For nothing. Just for the hell of it. They really believe all that big ass shit was just built just for fun. As a matter of fact, when Atlantis sunk and we got to Kemet, some of that shit was there already. Come on, man. Let me tell you some real shit. Kemet is just like Chicago, New York, or anything else. The freeway will be here. It'll be daily signs all over the freeway. And as soon as he's out of office, Rahm Emanuel go put his name on it. And if you don't think that pharaohs put their name on shit they didn't build, you dumb as hell. Some of them builders done had 5 or 6 different pharaohs' names on them. You don't know who built that shit. We was good for that. You tell me right now that if I had a great kingdom and I could get a bunch of black people together and go back to Africa and I was a ruler of Kemet, you trying to tell me I wouldn't decarve everybody's name off of that shit and recarve my name on that? All that shit would say Pharaoh Ramesses Elder time. You would never see another motherfucking name on none of that shit. On God, you wouldn't. We'll take that shit down. That shit'll be redone. I can't sit up there with your name on this shit no more. But whatever. This whole idea that it's totally impossible that we come from other planets is crazy. And that's one reason people can't overstand the Bible, because they don't understand that when it talks about angels coming down and when it talks about aliens coming down in the secular world, those the same thing. When they talk about lords and we talk about giants, we talk about lords. We talk about Methuselah living to 900 some years old. That's way over your head. And the only reason it's over your head is because you want to sit up and read the Medu Netta all day and eat pork chops at night. You're eating fucking hot dogs and you're eating all kind of bullshit and you're cutting your hair off. You ain't even got your antennas. You can't even pick up no cosmic energy. You're just a bald head blood clot. On God, y'all niggas is some fucking losers and have took consciousness to an all-time low. You couldn't even be conscious with all that meat between your motherfucking teeth. So when I see a meat-eating motherfucker saying, we ain't no aliens, I just shake my motherfucking head. Be like, yeah, whatever. You fucking Oscar Mayer wiener-eating motherfucker, shut your ass up. What the fuck do you know? You think I'm gonna listen to a motherfucker tell me about Kemet that can't even take care of his own colon? Motherfucker, you can't take care of your own heart and your own stomach. Okay? Shut the fuck up. So I just wanted to come to the defense of young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh is 100% right. There is a lot of extraterrestrial business going on. Black people, we are not from here. We are from other places. This is a fact. We ain't from Earth. And if you see somebody that's Kemetic, that ain't cosmic, they ain't dealing with the extraterrestrial, they not Kemetic. They bootleg, meat-eating losers. They not Kemetic. They ain't no gods. We ain't no fucking earthlings. You get the fuck out of here with that. We are not no earthlings. And that go for you Rasta man out there too. It's the reason they call Emperor Haile Selassie Earth's rightful ruler. It's the reason the word Earth is put in there. Because there's a lot of planets. It's a lot of shit going on y'all don't know nothing about. And see, you live in these cities where you can't see. Take your ass to Hawaii. Take your ass to Australia. Take your ass some places where it's clean and got all these artificial lights, and sit your ass down and look up in space and see what the fuck you see. You're going to see all kind of shit you can't see here in Chicago and in New York. When I was in Hawaii, you should have seen what I seen. It's all type of things going on out there. Check this out. This is how fake the black historians are. A lot of black historians say the Europeans stole Christianity from Kemet. Everything they say the Europeans stole from the black man. So this is what I ask one of your stupid ass black historians. If that's the case, where did the Europeans steal space exploration from? Where he gets space exploration from? If you look at the situation with black people had ships. How long ago black people had ships? And black people sat up there and started eating meat, got on all kind of fuckery and Kemet and fell off. Europeans came in there and conquered them while they was fighting each other, while they was arguing and fighting. The Europeans came in and conquered them and ended up putting you on ships, bringing you as slaves, and you was the first one to have ships. And the same way you was the first one to have ships, and now you ain't got no motherfucking ships. You was the first one to come in on spacecrafts, and now your black ass ain't got not one spacecraft. If it wasn't for the mothership and the brothers and sisters that's already in space, we'd be fucked. And for those of you that want to know knowledge, I'm finna drop that real shit on y'all. Let me tell you something. When the Europeans started conquering the earthling blacks that had got lost, because they all had got lost and turned to fuckery. And Kemet the Pharaohs had turned to a bunch of fuckery and turned to a bunch of losers. The Hebrew Israelites, Solomon and David and all that, turned to fuckery, turned to a whole bunch of losers. All the different schools of thought that started out black, all the black people, Native Americans, Asian people, all these people, they turned to fuckery. This is how the Europeans came in and conquered them. They conquered them because you was some fuck boys, that's why. You really think a motherfucker can conquer Michael Jordan unless Michael Jordan is a fuck boy? Okay? Every nation was conquered because they failed. You want to blame the Europeans? The Europeans really didn't do nothing to nobody. Europeans took advantage of the fact that you motherfuckers was hating each other and killing each other all over the fucking place. The Native Americans was fighting each other but made friends with the Pilgrims. Look it up. The Pilgrims was dying and Native Americans came in. That's what Thanksgiving about. Oh, we'll help you. But turned around and fight against their own motherfucking Native Americans. Africans the same way. China, same way. China and Japan, look how many they fight. Look how Japan did the Filipinos. Look how Asians do each other. And the Europeans just came right in. And we was the first one to have boats, and now we ain't got no boats. And we was the first ones to come on extraterrestrial ships, and now we ain't got no space exploration. Europeans got the space exploration, and you paying Comcast or Infinity or somebody so you can have your internet and your TV come from outer space. And you sitting there watching TV on outer space, on YouTube that's ran from outer space, talking about ain't nobody in outer space. That's because you a dumbass motherfucker. That's why. So as I was saying, this is some information for y'all. This is some real shit. So when the Europeans came in, and you seen that the dumbass Africans, we had fell off. We was fighting and hating each other. We couldn't fight no more. Nobody else was too busy fighting ourselves. They was more thirsty. They was more hungry. The land was more barren in Europe. They ain't have all the fruits and shit we had, all the gold and shit we had. So they started coming in. We had dumbass niggas like Shaka Zulu and different motherfuckers let them in. Oh, this a mirror. Happy to see a mirror. And we already had mirrors in Kemet. Europeans was able to go to Kemet and get shit and then go around to the other parts of Africa and show it to them niggas, and them niggas would be impressed. So they come in. They invade your ass. And the mothership and certain extraterrestrial blacks took 33rd and a third of the knowledge and hid it on this planet. 33rd and 1/3 of the knowledge on this planet was sacked in the libraries and was destroyed. And 33rd and 1/3 of the knowledge that was on this planet is on the mothership with the surrounding ships that's with it out there in the cosmos. And the Bible said that the chariots of God are 20,000. So according to the scripture, it's 20,000 spaceships out there with the mothership. If I'm not mistaken, it may say another number, but I think it say 20,000. It's a lot. Let me put it to you like that. So yeah, there's a mothership out there, and there's smaller ships with it. And those are black people out there. Go do some research. They landed in Russia, right in the Kremlin, and got out, and they described them as black people, landed right there. The Russians was having a big military show. And the brothers came down in the spaceships, and they was flying all around the airplanes. The airplanes was going hundreds of miles an hour, and the black spaceships was going around, the black aliens was going around the aircraft as the aircraft was going forward, circling them. How fast they had to be, and came and landed and got out. Got out and walked out. They said they was black like leather. Look it up. Look it up. And in the 70s and in the 80s and even now, every time there is disturbances where white supremacists start attacking black people, there would be more UFO sightings. In Handsworth, when they had the Handsworth Revolution, when they had the trouble in Brixton over in Europe, y'all youngers don't know nothing about that shit. Aliens, spaceships was being seen. South Africa, Soweto, when they shot the kids all down and they was trying to free themselves in South Africa, spaceships was everywhere. Here in the United States, when there's disturbances, when they when they beat Rodney King and all the riots broke out, spaceships sighting everywhere. Real talk. So, you know, when you say we ain't from outer space, say you ain't from outer space. Stop saying we. Say you ain't from outer space. You can't speak for me. I'm a spaceman. I ain't from here. You can't speak for me. I'm not from here. You're a bird-ass nigga eating fucking Popeyes and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, you from here, dumbass motherfucker. Some of you motherfuckers go right to the colonel, eat chicken. They got a goddamn slave master on the side of the bucket. You want to eat some chicken and come back and start talking on some old Kemetic shit, some old Pan-African shit. You a chicken-eating ass nigga. Shut your chicken ass up. You can't get on a spaceship with no motherfucking chicken. I bet you that. We ain't eating no dead flesh. So that's one reason y'all earthbound. That's one reason y'all all fucked up. I don't even know how you conscious. There was no such thing as no conscious community. It was the way you ate that put the C in consciousness. That's why I be confused with this new conscious community. It's as fraudulent as it gets. The main thing that made you conscious was how you ate. What else the fuck you think make you conscious? You think if you read a Black history book, that make you conscious? That don't make you motherfucking conscious. If you walk in the store and you buy a can of food and you just buy the can and throw it in the cart, you ain't conscious. You conscious when you start reading on the labels what the fuck is in the shit you eat. That's when you're conscious. How the fuck you gonna say you conscious when you ain't even aware or conscious of what the fuck you eating? You niggas is the unconscious community, a bunch of sisters with perms and shit with some African fucking clothes on. So I ain't gonna even get into the African clothes and how a whole lot of black homosexuals, men, became Afrocentric so they could wear them African clothes and switch around with all them rings and bangles and shit on. I'm gonna do a whole video on that. Because people be saying, well, I don't wear them African clothes. Because in the 80s, that's when I started peeping. It was a code for a whole lot of homosexual shit. And not that I got nothing against homosexuals. I'm just saying that in the Afrocentric world, homosexual men was putting on all that African shit so they can switch around and jingle around with them long ass motherfucking dress looking ass shits on. Okay? But that's another story for another motherfucking day. But I'm going to tell you this. Lee Young Pharaoh know what the fuck he talking about. You niggas don't know nothing. Young Pharaoh should never listen to no bald-head, meat-eating motherfuckers tell him nothing. Definitely don't listen to no nigga talking about he come from a monkey. Yeah, you come from a monkey. That's why you talking that monkey shit.